one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. It's gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
I can't even think about all of the shit I did to fit in. Past hard to watch like a fucking scary movie. I'm always happy to meet somebody that never knew me. Change for the better, hope niggas are living through me. I put it all on the wax so the people can know the true me. Hard to remain sane when the people you love the most is what's causing the damn pain. Y'all beef by the same thing, we ain't playing the same game. It's all for my family. She the girl of your fucking dreams, but to me she a plain Jane. You dipper and ball man, I dump when them calls came. This that higher level thinking. I'm the type to jump the fuck off of the shit before it's sinking. Not here for no new shit. My game slide to boost it. Ain't I don't have to prove shit. Rockstar fight the fool shit. My movie, this the new script. I want a life with no bullshit. Nigga, I know on these news clips. That's why I dap him and move quick. Won't be around when they move switch. Won't be around when they lose clips. Won't be around for they loose lips. Might be the reason they pull shit. Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's talk. The football season is upon us. It's here. Excuse me. It's tonight. It's here. It's here. We got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Now, for a lot of people, they say, yo, this is the Super Bowl that we're watching. It's a preview of the Super Bowl. I don't think so, but we'll get into that in a minute. But I don't even, as a matter of fact, I am going to start off with that. But I'm going to touch on Lamar Jackson and Aaron Judge at the end of it. But let's go ahead. I'm making my prediction for tonight's game, Thursday Night Football. I have not even uploaded my other video. I'm going to upload my prediction video for the week. This Sunday's games, I've already done that. You're going to hear me mention the Rams in that video. I've already recorded that video. I could have had that video uploaded by now, but I've been doing other videos. But I've already recorded that video. So when you hear it, because it is going to get uploaded probably tonight. When you hear it, just know I did not know that the Rams and the Bills were were tonight's game. I thought they were after I read through the list. And then I remembered that a Super Bowl champion play at home. So just understand that when you watch that video. But how is everybody's day going, yo? I'm actually recording during the day. So how dope is everybody's day, yo? Let's get into it. Chargers. Not the Chargers. Rams. Bills. I got the Rams winning this game. Listen, I'm much like Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey basically went to the podium and said, listen, they got dogs over there, but we got dogs too, and you come around here, you will get clapped. That's basically, shout out to the dude, the meme that where that was spawned from. But that's basically what Jalen Ramsey said. And y'all know how I feel about Jalen Ramsey. That is the best cornerback in football. And it ain't close. I do not think Jair Alexander is on his level. I do not think Tre'Davious White is on his level. I do not think Marlon Humphreys is on his level. I do not think Denzel Ward is on his level. And those are some phenomenal cornerbacks I just named. Jalen Ramsey is him. And the wildest thing about the Rams to me is that for the next number of years, they will continue to bring back, unless one of these two dudes have a ridiculous slip up, or fall off. They will continue to bring back two dudes that are by far the best at their positions, one of which is the best period in the NFL on defense, in Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. When the Rams decided to make that decision all those years ago to trade for Jalen Ramsey, and I remember everybody talking about what they gave up to get him, and everybody saying, oh, they gave up too much, and they look at them now. You remember when people said that the Rams got fleeced when they traded for Stafford? I almost even bought into that logic. They Super Bowl champions. And I don't even think people realize how big of a Super Bowl champion this means for them. Because when you get guys like Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey Super Bowls, knowing that them two dudes is walking into the Hall, they moonwalking into the Hall of Fame, bro. As soon as they retire, they are walking Hall of Famers right now as we speak. You got Andrew Whitworth ring. He headed to a Hall of Fame. I don't know if he going first ballot, but I think he should go first ballot. Matter of fact, I think Whitworth is a first ballot Hall of Famer. They usually don't hold a offensive lineman. And in my lifetime, like the offensive linemen that I can tell you off the top of my dome that I know were like the greats when they were playing during my time. Marshall Yonder. I know Buddy for the Zach Martin. Fredericks, I don't know if he put in enough time. He retired now, but I don't know if he don't put in enough time to be considered a Hall of Famer. But when he was in his prime, boy, he was a stud for Dallas. Now, Smith for Dallas, I don't know. I think he a Hall of Famer. He is hurt a lot the last couple years, so I don't know if that's done hurt his case. But people could say the same thing about Trent Williams. He was hurt the last couple years, and look how good he is when he played, though. But Alex Mack, that's a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer. It's sad how Cleveland have 3 Hall of Fame offensive linemen. They got Joe Thomas. They got Alex Mack, who saw a Super Bowl as soon as he left Cleveland. Joe Bartoli, or however you pronounce his name. That's 3 dudes right there that's headed to the Hall of Fame when they retire. 2 of which have already retired, I believe. Actually, I don't even know if Alex Mack is retired yet or if he is still with the Falcons. I cannot remember at the moment. But I'm like naming offense, and I did not think I was going to name that many offensive linemen. Some of them dudes, like I was saying towards the end, might not be Hall of Famers, except for them 3 I just named. But like the beginning ones, the Marshall Yonders, most of them dudes on the Cowboys, Zach Martin is definitely a Hall of Famer. I don't want to say Quentin Nelson is a Hall of Famer yet, because I don't think he done put in enough years yet. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely is a great offensive lineman. I'm trying to think. You got the Pounceys when he was with the Steelers. That motherfucker was a stud. Yeah, you got a couple of them. But Andrew Whitworth, to me, is a Hall of Famer. He was one of the greats. I didn't say his name while I was in that mix, but he's one of them that I would have said. I didn't say his name because we talking about him. I thought that was, implied. But nonetheless, I'm looking at this game, and I love Josh Allen. Obviously, that's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the NFL. I got 3 favorite quarterbacks, really 4. Because my favorite quarterback is Lamar Jackson. Because if he going to play for my team, and he is, like, Lamar Jackson probably would be my favorite quarterback even if he ain't with Baltimore. Just because I done got to know him based off of, like, I haven't known him personally, but just seeing his character and how he carry himself and all that type of shit, like, I highly respectable. That man move in silence. He don't bother nobody. He just mind his. He a good dude. He want kids to succeed. He invested in the youth. Like, Lamar Jackson is exactly, he love his mom. Like, this dude is everything you would want your son, your daughter's boyfriend, your daughter's husband to be. So I think Lamar is a stand-up motherfucker, a real one. You dig? So I'm pretty sure that's still going to be my favorite quarterback if he ever leave Baltimore. But Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Derek Carr, them my dudes too, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm not even biased. I can be critical of Derek Carr, even though that's one of my favorite players in the one of my favorite Tom Brady, one of my favorite quarterbacks too, but I don't count him, bro, because that's GOAT. You know what I'm saying? That's GOAT right there. Everybody should love GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bro, if you got to grow up watching Tom Brady, I don't care if you're not a Patriots fan, bro. You should be a fan of Tom Brady. Look at how motherfuckers grew up with Jordan. Bro, it's people who not even fucking fans of the Bulls at that time who still fuck with Jordan. I see motherfuckers all the time rocking with Jordan who wasn't Bull fans. They're like, you gotta respect Jordan, bro. Jordan was this. Bro, we got to watch Brady, bro. We got to watch Brady. Now, I'm not saying do that shit that Skip Bayless be doing, because that's just ridiculous. But let's get back to the game. So, love Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen more so than I like, Stafford right now at this moment. Not just like liking them as that, but I'm talking about just what they do on a football field. I'm more confident in Josh Allen at the moment than Stafford, but I do think Stafford will have a good game tonight. I do think he'll throw an interception also, but I think Stafford will have a good game tonight. My thing with the Rams is I wonder if Cam Akers is healthy and is he going to dominate this year? Like, will the run game help the Rams this year? Because Sean McVay's run game, which I don't think a lot of people realize, that's what he kind of built his offense off of when he had Gurley. it's done changed a lot since, because he got a quarterback now and he got the receiving core and yada yada yada. You remember they got Allen Robinson during the offseason. You got the Triple Crown winner coming right back. You got good tight ends coming back. I think they still got Higbee over there. So it has become more so of a pass heavy offense. Even though I think the Rams haven't even been carried by that either. I think they've been carried by the defense. To me, the defense has just been ridiculous. And they add Bobby Wagner, who to me is still the best middle linebacker in football, who's going to have a revitalized part of his career because he's playing in his home now. He's playing on a good team again. He know he have a chance to compete for a Super Bowl this year. You're about to see prime Bobby again, which I don't think he done ever left his prime. He just was playing on a bad Seahawks team. The way people, because damn near all the media, they picking the Bills to win the Super Bowl this year. And the Bills got a chance to get there. I'm not going to lie to you. I got the Ravens going this year. But people can say, oh, man, you biased. You're a Baltimore fan. Okay, so if I didn't have them going, I would have Mahomes going this year. And I'm kind of leaning towards Mahomes going over Baltimore anyways. But my bias won't settle down yet for me to pick them to go over. But if I wasn't picking us to go, I'd pick the Chiefs because I think Mahomes about to have a sicko fucking year. Mahomes is about to have I see everything you did. I see all the trades y'all made in the offseason. I don't give a fuck. I am him. I lost more than what y'all lost. I'm winning this division. I'm getting to the Super Bowl. He's going to do what the Dodgers done since the Padres got Juan Soto. The Dodgers have not given a single fuck about the Padres getting Juan Soto because they done beat him every time they done played him since, except for like once. And every time the Dodgers beat the Padres since getting Juan Soto, it's like an ass beat. Like they putting up like beating them by like 5 runs and shit. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. That's what I see from Pat Mahomes happening this year. But with the Rams, I kind of see the Rams the way people see the Bills. Like, I don't think I picked the Bucks to get to the Super Bowl this year. But the only reason I picked the Bucks to get to the Super Bowl is because I think it's going to take a Herculean effort. Like, it's going to take the Avengers beating Thanos to get them damn Infinity Stones off of them. Like, I think it's going to take a GOAT-type effort to be able to take down the Rams this year. I really do. Because you got to understand, this ain't just Aaron Donald no more. This Super Bowl champion Aaron Donald. This ain't just Jalen Ramsey, the best cornerback in football. This the best cornerback, just Super Bowl champion Jalen Ramsey, who was the best cornerback in football. This Super Bowl champion MVP Cooper Kupp, Triple Crown winner. That man feeling himself, like Beyonce said. Like, this a whole different type of animal that people about to be facing now. To me, it's going to take a Herculean GOAT-type effort to take this team down. And it's going to have to be by a quarterback that truly understands the ins and outs of taking down a GOAT. When nobody thought the Chiefs was going to be knocked off that pedestal, we thought the Chiefs was about to just go crazy and get to the Super Bowl It was Tom Brady, who had far less talent on his offense with New England, who beat him. Like, I could complain about the call at the end of that game, about the offside call or whatever that shit was that fucked up the Chiefs. I could complain about all these different things. The fact of the matter is Brady seemed to always have his teams in position to come back in these games and to win these games. Like, Brady is the guy who I think could take out the Rams. That's the type of quarterback, because as great as Aaron Rodgers is, he just keeps showing me too many times he ain't got what it takes to take out teams in the playoffs. I do think Kyle Shanahan, like everybody a lot of the media been hyped up on the 49ers. I don't know how the 49ers going to be because they have a good year, they have a real bad year. They have a good year, they have a mediocre year. They have a good year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know. But if Trey Lance is what he want him to be, then yeah, this will be a great team. I want to see it, though, first. I don't want to just say, oh, Kyle Shanahan, so everything going to go. You know what I'm saying? I still want to see it. I know how great Kyle is. I think he's the best offensive-minded coach in football. but I still want to see it. And he got the ability to beat the Rams too. But to me, the Rams, like this team, like the Bobby Wagner dish, like they already get so much out of the others because of how good they draft. They have so many others on their team that you might not even know their names and shit like that. But throughout the season, you'll learn them. They done revived careers for other guys because playing with Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, that's something different. Now you about to be playing with 3 moonwalking motherfuckers right into the Hall of Fame. Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. Bro, they got somebody on every position, on every level. That's ridiculous. Like, that's why I like the Rams, yo. They invest in shit that matters, bro. A middle linebacker might not matter to a lot of people. Bobby Wagner do. They understood that. That's why I liked it when they went out and got Eric Weddle. Eric Weddle, free safety might not matter to a lot of motherfuckers. Eric Weddle do. It's certain Hall of Fame GOAT level players, not even GOAT level, that might be taking it too far for certain players, but it's certain Hall of Fame, top of the top players who you know headed to the Hall of Fame, who you know make differences. And if you just get that player in your system, no, he might not be as fast as he used to be, as strong as he used to be, but that brain, the mind, them putting that time in, being at the top of that, like, it's different with those type of players. And it feel like the Rams understand that. They not just investing in anybody. They went out and got the best cornerback in football. They took a chance on that. That's just not a shot in the dark. They could make an argument at the time. Jalen Ramsey was young, because he was, and was the best cornerback in football. They took a chance on that. You can say, oh, they taking a chance on Bobby Wagner. Not really. Bobby Wagner is still a top 5 middle linebacker in football. Yeah, he's a little older now, but I would make the argument he's still the best middle linebacker in football. That's not really taking a shot in the dark or something like that. That's a legitimate, smart move. So when they went and got Eric Weddle, oh, they taking a chance on an older free safety. I mean, you could say that for most free safeties, but that's not just a normal old safety. That's Eric Weddle. Like, that motherfucker continues to show you that he worth the money and that he can make a difference for your team. So for me, the only bad move that I think the Rams done made was giving Goff that contract. But at the time, I don't think they would have even regretted that if not for the fact. I think the biggest thing that happened that fucked them all up was the random fact that Todd Gurley just randomly was not good anymore. Like, he couldn't get past that thigh injury, I think it was, or the calf, and whatever it was that held him back. I think it was probably the knee, I think, actually. Whatever it was that killed his career, that shit came out of nowhere. Like, literally, it happened towards the end of his MVP type season, and he was never the same. And so that shit happened out of nowhere. I think if Todd Gurley stayed healthy and he was still MVP level Todd Gurley, I think they still have Jared Goff, and I think they would have had a Super Bowl still, because that's how good the people are around. This team has got like the greatest supporting cast as far as like everything. Look at everything before you look at a quarterback. Like, you can look at so many different players on this team in different parts of their iterations in LA before you look at the quarterback. And that's insane, because their quarterbacks have made money. They haven't been able to keep rookie contract type quarterbacks. Jared Goff was here for like 3 years on a big deal. You got Stafford on a big deal. And you got to pay these players, because these are not, and you see some organizations, or you hear fans say, well, you got, players price themselves out and shit like that. I don't believe in that. You pay who you want to pay. The Rams understand these cannot be players that we say they price themselves out, because they're too good. Like, Jalen Ramsey cannot price himself out of your system. You have to continue to pay a Jalen Ramsey. That's a player you make a sacrifice to pay. Aaron Donald cannot price himself out of our system, because that is the system. We have to find a way to pay him. Sacrifices have to be made to pay him. We can't let Cooper Kupp price himself out of our offense. Motherfucker, that is our offense. So just the way the Rams handle things, to me, is so far and away. It's kind of remind me of when Joe Lacob said that the Warriors was light years ahead of everybody else. Unfortunately, in football, it don't work like basketball where you can be 1,000 miles ahead of everybody else and still continue to win and lap them. It just don't work like that, because I think that the Rams have been running a phenomenal organization for the last couple years, and they only got one ring, because that's football, baby. But I do think they'll win this game, because I don't think the people are giving enough credit to the defense of the Rams, which is consistent every year. The defense for the Rams is good every year under Sean McVay. Something that I don't understand why the Rams defense don't get talked about enough. I'm going to put the title of this video going to have something to do with the Rams defense. People got to know this video is going to be talking about the Rams defense, because we got a lot of Rams defense talk. Because I know everybody want to talk about Coop, Allen, what the offense going to do with Stafford and yada, yada, yada. But I'm telling you, the defense is what's going to have Josh Allen struggle tonight. I think Josh Allen will have a good night. I just don't think he'll have a Josh Allen type of night tonight, because I love Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is going to see Jalen Ramsey for the majority of the night. And because Jalen Ramsey is who he is, I know he's not going to, it's going to be a long night for Stephon Diggs. Like, I know that. And so now I'm looking at the others, the Gabriels, the rookies, for the Bills offense. I don't trust the Bills run game. And those guys are now going to have to go crazy and get theirs, because Stephon Diggs will more than likely have Jalen Ramsey covering him for the majority of the night. Not to mention the tight end position for the Dawson Knox. That's going to get interesting, because now you got Bobby Wagner, man, in the middle, and you got other safeties and whatnot having different type of ways to cover the tight end over the middle and shit like that. So to me, just as I'm thinking about it right now, they could come out there tonight and Josh Allen could just roll them. I doubt that's going to happen. Plus, it's in LA. I actually think if a blowout occurs tonight, which I don't think a blowout will occur, if a blowout does occur, I think it's happening on the Rams side. I think the Rams are going to spank the Bills tonight. And that won't be indicative of what the Bills are. I just think that will happen to show people. I don't think that the Bills are a more talented team than the Rams, even with Von Miller coming from the Rams to the Bills. I love Von Miller. Right now, to me, Von Miller is the only legitimate pass rusher on the Bills. That's one of the problems the Bills had and why they lost to the Chiefs in that playoff, because they don't have legit pass rushers who can go get Mahomes, who can go get Lamar, who can go get these players and not have them stand back in the pocket so long. Because if you listen, yes, they have an unbelievable secondary, even though somehow they got fucked out of no Pro Bowlers on that secondary. They have a great secondary. But if you have to cover for too long, it's impossible. So, and the offensive line for the Rams is usually good. That's another thing that don't get talked about enough. The Rams usually have a good offensive line. I don't know what it is, bro. Once they got to LA, everything changed. They just started making great decisions franchise-wise. But I think it'll be a good game tonight. I hope it'll be a good game. But just off of everything I'm taking into context right now, I think the Rams are going to win this one. So that's my pick for the night. Now, I want to roll to Lamar Jackson real quick. Yo, Lamar, I'm happy. The way Lamar handling this situation right now, I don't know if he'll ever hear this message, but I agree with every single. I'm watching you do this, Lamar, and I'm loving every single. You motivating me to when I got to handle a contract in the future one day, and I will be on a level one day where I'm handling contracts and shit like that. I love the way you playing this, my boy. You and your moms. And whoever else y'all got helping y'all, if y'all got anybody helping y'all, I don't give a fuck about them. You and your mom's killing this, my boy. Listen, I don't know why everybody got a problem. Oh, Lamar, you got to take what they're giving you. Listen, you losers be losers and let winners win. All right? Because that's the difference between y'all and I wouldn't do this if I was him. I wouldn't take these chances because all of you goofs done said it. Listen, scared money ain't never made money, especially not no real valuable generational money. Lamar, what you are doing is admirable, my guy. I love it. Because when you one of them dogs and you know you that guy, you don't worry about, oh, well, he might get hurt. We don't worry about shit like that. We say a prayer. We say, Lord willing, I don't tear nothing, break nothing, but I'm finna go get it. You not offering me what I think I'm worth? I'm finna go air and judge it. I'm finna just go ahead and go stupid with the home runs. Oh, he gonna stay healthy, but watch this, my boy. Dogs bet on themselves because that's all they done ever had to do. Moms believed in us, and I believed in me. That's it. That's all I needed. So, and obviously it's other people who believe in her. But self-worth was one of the biggest things that got me here. Ma Dukes telling me that you can be him is what got me here. Why would I stop betting on myself now? Oh, you can't pay a quarterback $250 million. We can't. Watch. What Liv Morgan say? Watch me. Bet on yourself. Dogs bet on themselves. Competitors bet on themselves. And the generational wealth that's going to come out of it is going to be something for the ages. Lamar about to get it back. I have absolutely no doubts in the world Lamar finna go off this season. I have no doubts. This is about to be a nasty one. He's going to be an MVP this year. I'm telling you, he's about to be in the conversation for MVP all year. And he's going to run away with it towards the end of the season. I'm telling you right now. It's something people don't understand about true competitors who bet on themselves. The Kobe's, the Mikes, the Jordans. The Mike is the Jordans. The Currys, the LeBrons. Motherfuckers who got that ultimate confidence in oneself. How do you stop Steph Curry? The same way you stop LeBron. You don't. Like those people willing to bet on themselves who have the ultimate confidence in one's skills. You don't believe I can do this? Watch me do it. I don't care about the money. Oh, he might get hurt. Watch me work. I respect what Lamar's doing. I love what Lamar's doing. I will handle the situation the exact same way, especially after seeing him handle this like this. And the difference between me and the other people who talk about this shit, I have absolutely no doubt in my mind Lamar's about to get this bag. Baltimore will lose out in the end. Because people keep saying Baltimore got all that leverage. How? And I also want to address something else. Because I had a fan tell me yesterday that he didn't like that I thought, because he basically told me, for one, he called me. He said, I'm not a real Raven fan. I'm a Lamar fan. How can I just be a Lamar fan when I was a Raven fan? For one, I got a Raven tattoo on me. Two, how can I be a Lamar fan when I was like, how does that make sense when I was a Raven fan before Lamar was in the NFL? I just don't understand. So I stopped being a Raven fan just to support Lamar Jackson. Like, how does that even make sense? I didn't even say it. Lamar can leave this team. I'm still going to be a Raven fan, but I'm still going to also go root for whoever Lamar go to. Just like I root for the Rams because I love Aaron Donald. I'm not a Rams fan per se. I'm still Ravens first. But that shit doesn't even make sense because his argument was, how could you want Lamar to make this money, man? It could hurt our team, and I don't think we should be worth it. We should just probably go with our backup or whatever, Tyler Huntley. And, you know, I don't want him to break the bank for the team. Bro, why? I keep saying this. Why do y'all try to save money for billionaires, bro? Y'all not even the ones who this money come out of the pocket. And then he said, you know, I'm more so of an organization guy first over a player. And I'm like, bro, how do y'all say shit like that? Like, that's just something crazy to say, because that's basically saying, I love McDonald's. I hate the workers in McDonald's. Like, who says I love the machine? I hate the parts in the machine that make the shit go. That's so backwards. Everybody usually is like down with the machine. But for some reason, athletes get treated as if they are the machines. When in actuality, why do I care about rooting for the Ravens when I know this fucking franchise will be here after I'm dead? Obviously, I'm a Ravens fan, but I know these motherfuckers are going to be here after I'm gone. Lamar Jackson is not playing till I'm dead and gone. Hopefully I live a long life. Lamar Jackson got, 10 years in this thing? The Ravens are going to be here far longer than Lamar Jackson will be playing. So, how does it kill you to root for play? Plus, I still don't understand how you like a team, but you don't like the players on the team more than you like the team, when your team would not be what they are without the players on the team. Like, how did that make any sense? Like, I just don't understand it. I'm not one of them people who, I just don't understand people hating players or choosing team over player. Because like I said, it's always down with the machine. It's never, let's keep the machine, but fuck all the parts in the machine that make it work. What? Like that makes no sense. So to me, that's wild. People continue to show me how stupid they are, how much lack of confidence they have in themselves. Like, all these different things continue to show. It really is a shame, to be completely honest with you, and embarrassing in certain instances, in my opinion. But, you just got to hope people grow up and mature at some point in time and grow past that nonsense. But now I want to talk about Aaron Judge real fast, because people want to talk about the MVP of this, of the AL in baseball. All I want to say is this. Listen, if Shohei Ohtani is the MVP again this year, then baseball got to get rid of that award. And they got to figure something out. Because I respect everything that a Shohei Ohtani has done in baseball. I would even probably say I'm a bigger Shohei fan. Nah, not now. I like both of them just about the same. But I love Shohei Ohtani. And I respect everything Shohei Ohtani is doing. But to continue to use the fact that he can bat and pitch, to me, is just absolutely ignorant. For one, how can I use that against Aaron Judge when Aaron Judge just doesn't pitch? How can I say, because Shohei Ohtani do both and he doing well, I got to hold that against Aaron Judge? No. To me, that's crazy. If I'm judging MVP, I'm not saying, obviously you comparing seasons and whatnot, but I'm not going that deep, bro. It's going to be more so, okay, Shohei pitched and he pitched well. Okay, good. But I'm not using that to knock Aaron Judge. So, to me, one thing that should matter for both parties that seem to never do is the MVP when it comes to winning. What your impact on winning has. And people will say, well, Shohei can only pitch so many times a start, right? Every 5 days or whatever. He hit every day. That's what you would use. That's what people use on Aaron Judge. Like, so if I have to take that stat, because I'm not thinking about Shohei's pitching in that instance. Yes, Shohei is a great pitcher. So while I can't use that for Aaron Judge, because that's not something that he does, so I can't hold that against him, I can still use it for Shohei and just say, okay, compared to pitchers in the AL, okay, he did good. But I'm still looking at what Aaron Judge is. Then, like I told you, the winning part. It seemed to me like stats is the only thing that matter in baseball, because there's no way I can look at what Aaron Judge is doing and look at his impact on winning. Shohei bats, so Shohei still has an impact on winning. Like, don't run to that pitching stat, bro. Like, I get sick and fucking tired of people using that. That's crazy to me that you actually run and use that when the man actually hits every day too. He DH, he can play in the field. Like, come on, bro, stop it. But when I'm thinking about that, Shohei's impact, and even if you wanted to use Shohei's pitching, just using Shohei's pitching for his team, though, as great as he is, what's his impact on winning? Jacob deGrom wasn't winning MVPs because what was his impact on winning? He won Cy Young. So if you want to give him a Cy Young, I'm cool with giving Shohei the Cy Young. I don't think that he's going to win it. But the impact on winning should mean something for the MVP. How can you be the most valuable player for your team and your team's not winning? That's the problem in baseball. You could go down a list of MVPs that won MVP and didn't sniff a playoffs. I love Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper was the best player in the NL last year. We didn't make the fucking playoffs. Winning matters so very little in baseball. And there's so many different awards that you could have gave Bryce Harper, which he won some of them, that would have given him the credit for being the best hitter in the AL last year or in the NL last year. But MVP got to mean something. MVP can't just be about stats. MVP actually got to be somebody's value to winning. Aaron Judge actually brings legitimate value right now to the Yankees winning. It's tangible. You can see it. For some reason, that don't mean shit to people like Jeff Passan. And I really do like Jeff Passan, but I think people like Jeff Passan don't realize why the sport is where it is. Because when you tell the average fan who does not sit down and watch baseball for the numbers and get all into the numbers and shit, when you sit down and you tell them that Aaron Judge had 50 plus home runs, 55 home runs on the season, that ain't been done in so long. When you show them that Aaron Judge, if you throw this dude anything in the zone, it leaves the park. They are Barry Bondsing him right now, which adds so much value to the Yankees being one of the best teams in baseball this year. When you show them that, something that they can easily see, and then you explain to them that Shohei is good, but they losing because of this and that and this and that, when the dude gonna say, well, I'm looking at the Yankees and every position they got ain't the best in the league and yada, yada, yada. But they got a player that bring it all together, like I know on a football team, like I know on a basketball team, how Steph Curry bring everything together for his. That's the type of tangible shit they can see. So when they see somebody who supposedly know the game like Jeff Passan, and I know Jeff know the game, I'm not saying he don't. When you see somebody who know the game like a Jeff Passan, and you see him say that Shohei is better than and should win MVP this year, and you go all into these stats and shit, something that the average fan don't care about and don't want to understand. They want to see the tangible thing like what they can see from Aaron Judge. And you try to explain to them why a team that is so far and away worse than the Yankees, because the excuse you're going to try to use is, well, they got better players. When actually, you can actually use them numbers and show that, no, the Angels were supposed to be a good team this year. They started off good. Players just haven't met the goals that they were supposed to meet. Mike Trout got hurt again. That's the dude who don't win MVP, 3 times? Didn't make the playoffs in any of them MVP years, I don't believe, except for one. It's going to get harder and harder for the average fan to understand shit like that. And I'm a baseball fan. I've been a baseball fan for a long time, but I just never understood why that is something that happens. Shohei Ohtani is phenomenal. You want to know why he won MVP over Vladdy last year? Because Vladdy's team didn't make the playoffs either. And because those were easily the 2 best players in that league last year, you just went with Shohei because of the pitching. You cannot continue to rob guys and do this. If Shohei and the Angels were a winning team that were in the playoff hunt, Shohei would be MVP. They are not. The Yankees are one of the best teams in baseball. You cannot tell me that Aaron Judge is not deserving of that AL MVP. And like I said, if you do not give it to him, to me, that will just continue to make that award irrelevant. But I appreciate y'all for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. The prediction for tonight's video: bet on yourselves, because if you don't, who else will? Could you imagine wanting to hire somebody who had no faith and passion in themselves? You know what I'm saying? It's a strange thing. But tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. Give my Dukes a kiss on the cheek and tell her to have a good day. We love our moms over here. Saint out.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking or something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber. You out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.